Got a 2008 Chrysler Sebring here. It's got the 2.7 in it. This should work for the 2.7 and 2.4s on most Jeep, Chryslers, and Dodges. Doing an AC compressor replacement. The clutch is non-existent. I'm not sure if you can see too well. Yeah, all you can see is that bolt right there. On the outside of the bolt is supposed to be another disc for the clutch. That's basically gone. So I'm going to walk you through how to do this. Might be a little hard to video, so may not get every step, but I'll show you what I did. First step you need to do is drain your entire system of Freon. The low pressure line is going to be located right here. If you don't get all that out, as soon as you take off these two lines right here from the compressor, Freon's just going to blow it everywhere. So you want to make sure you take those two off first. If you've done that, your first two steps are going to be to take the belt off and take off both of these lines right here that are connected down there with those bolts. I'm going to try to find this pulley. It'll be that pulley right there with the bolt on it. That's your tensioner. You're going to hook a wrench up to it and pull it clockwise. That'll loosen up the belt, then you can take the belt right off. Then either before or after you do that, either one, you just got to make sure you do these two first. You'll want to take this bolt off. See, I got it loose already. And this bolt off. That's going to free up that line to come off, as well as that line's going to come off. So mine was a 13 millimeter on the right and a half on the left. I don't know if y'all's are different or what. I'm not sure why they're different, but that was what mine was. So your first two steps are going to be to take those off. Now mine, only one bolt came off. As you can see, there's a bolt here. That hole right there, the bolt came out with the nut. Once again, not sure if that had to do something with the different sizes, if this was put on wrong previously, but I got two different size bolts and one came off, one didn't. Regardless, I should be fine once I screw that back in. But once you get those out of the way, you'll find that clip right here. You just want to press in, find the tab, you'll just press it in. Alright, so I had a little struggle, but it's actually very simple. This connector clips on right there, right in there. There's a tab on the left side here. You'll press that in, just pull it right out. A lot simpler than it seems. Okay, so hopefully you haven't got to this part yet, or if you have, you're still watching because you're confused. So I was correct in this being the tensioner, but instead of pulling clockwise, you're gonna go counterclockwise. So I just put a 15 millimeter wrench right on that bolt, twisted it counterclockwise and held the wrench up, then loosened the belt and came right off. So now, next you will have 4 10 millimeter bolts. I believe they're all front facing. I've only found 3, but there should be 4. One is right there. One is down there. The other one is up top, right here on the top. And I'm looking for a 4th one. There may only be 3, but I will give another update once I get these 3 out. It turns out it was just those 3 bolts that I was showing you. 2 on the left, 1 on the right. It doesn't really come through the top once you take it off. So honestly, it might be easier to take those bolts out and do all this stuff from the bottom, but I'm just gonna reach in there, pull it out through here. Probably easier if you turn the tire to the right before you start everything, or jack it up, take the tire off, but not really gonna fit to the top, so don't worry about it, just come to the side. So to answer my own question and everyone's question about these bolts staying in or staying out, I guess it really doesn't matter because the new ones are supposed to come with it. So whether they stay in or stay out, I don't know, it doesn't matter. So your new ones have them, same process. We're gonna line this up, put in, let me just show you where these bolts are at. There's also a big clutch that's missing. The guy I got it from said it had a new clutch on it. Don't know what that's about, but let me just rotate this. So this is going to sit upright like this in the car. As you know, the lines are facing that way. That's the first bolt on the top. Second bolt and the third bolt. Once again, we are just going to put that in place. Put in those 3 bolts in. Then I'll take you to the next step. Okay, so there's the old compressor. We got the new one bolted in right now. One thing to note. Do not try and put it through the top, because you're going to have to hold your hand under to hold the compressor up, since it's too heavy to grip overhand. And then you'll have to try to blindly put a bolt in, so don't do that. Just come to the side, lay down on your side, and you can see the compressor right there. Lay down on your side here, put a mat down or something. Hold the compressor up, put the bolts you can visibly see in through here. 2 to hold it in, then you'll be good. Put the top one in, screw them from the top, then you'll be fine. Tomorrow I will finish the rest and update you guys then. Step isn't really necessary. You can always take it to AC shop and have them do this. This is only really necessary if you're going to do this often on other cars. To get one of these gauges, all you can do is make sure these valves are closed. Connect the low pressure to low pressure, high pressure to the high pressure. Once those are closed and you have the vacuum hooked up, you're going to open both of these all the way. Then you're going to suck the vacuum for about 30 minutes or so and make sure that these are holding below 0. It'll put negative pressure on. Once you do that for about 30 minutes, close them off, and then we'll get to the next step then.